Hello and welcome to D6 Tabletop. In this video I'll be showing you how to put together and assemble your Warhammer or tabletop miniatures. I'm going to guide you through the process of putting them together with the correct glues for the correct materials. So let's dive straight in. Firstly, let's talk about glue. Depending on the material of your miniature, you'll need different types of glue. For plastic models, plastic cement is the best one to use. It chemically bonds the plastic pieces together, creating a strong and durable hold. The two main ones I use are Citadel's own plastic glue and Revell's Contactor Professional Plus. The thin nozzles on these make it really easy for application. For metal or resin or fine cast models such as 3D printed parts, you'll need super glue. Any one works normally fine. It forms a strong bond quickly, ensuring your miniatures stay intact, and to help it bond even quicker, I use activator spray, which is like this stuff. It makes it bond a lot faster and reduces the risk greatly of you sticking your fingers to your miniature. Now let's move on to tools you'll need for the assembly process. These will make your life a lot easier and give you better results. The first things we're going to need are a set of hobby clippers and a hobby knife. These are essential for removing the parts of your model from the sprues and trimming away the excess material. Be careful with the knives though, they are very, very sharp. I'm a big fan of the Army Painter range, which is what these two I have here today are. Next, we have a file or sandpaper and a mold line remover. These tools help smoothen rough edges and clean up any imperfections on the model. This is down to personal preference. If you don't think this step is required, you can skip it. You can also use the flat edge of the knife to remove mold lines instead of buying a specific tool. This one here is one that I got in a magazine subscription. I don't use it that much. I probably wouldn't have bought one otherwise, but it's got its uses occasionally. And then lastly, sometimes you're dealing with really small parts, so a pair of tweezers. These are quite a large pair actually, but they're smaller pairs such as this are ideal for holding the little parts and fiddly parts of your model. Again, this is an Army Painter range. And lastly, we have a cutting mat, which is this thing underneath my camera here. It's seen better days, I need to get a new one soon, but this just protects the work surface that you're on and also provides a nice stable area for assembly. So now that we have our glues, our tools and our workstation, let's start assembling a Warhammer miniature. Today I'm going to start with a simple one, which is a little kit from Warhammer 40,000 Tau stealth battlesuits. I've got one left I need to make, so I thought I'd do that on camera. First thing you're going to do, every box comes with a set of instructions. You need to read through and cut out each pieces as set out. If you're unsure how they go together, try and do it without glue first and dry fit them, as we call it. Some kits come with options for different weapons and different poses, and they'll be color coded inside the instructions. So be sure to try those out first before you commit to putting glue on, and you might end up ruining it if you can't take it apart afterwards, or it might cause damage to the model. Step 2, use a file or sandpaper to smooth around any rough edges or mold lines on the parts. This will ensure a clean and seamless assembly. Step 3, apply the appropriate glue to the joining surface of the parts. Remember to use plastic cement for plastic models and super glue for metal or resin. Step 4, hold the parts firmly together for a few seconds, allowing the glue to bond properly. Be patient and let it set before moving on. I find with plastic glue, if you give the pieces a little wiggle together, that will actually help them activate and start working a bit faster. And in step 5, we just repeat that process for all the remaining parts until our instruction booklet is finished and our model is made. This is the same process for big models as it is for little ones. Once you've finished all your steps, you've chosen any options that you have, there you have it. Your Warhammer miniature is now fully assembled and ready for the next step, painting. Before I wrap the video up, I'll quickly show you how the activator works with superglue. It's really quick and easy, and in this case I have a Mordor Orc from the Middle-earth strategy battle game who's currently equipped with a sword. However, I wanted to have a spear because in the game, the weapon options have a big role to play. I'm going to use some of these 3D printed conversion pieces that I've got. First, I'm going to apply a bit of super glue onto one of the surfaces, and secondly, I'm going to spray the activator on the other surface. Once that's done, I'm going to push them together, hold for a couple of seconds, and just like that, it is now set. No need to sit there holding it for ages, and my fingers won't get stuck to the model. Now remember, take your time, follow the instructions, and enjoy the journey of building and painting your miniatures. It's a fantastic hobby and allows you to unleash all your creativity and dive into the world of tabletop gaming. Well, that wraps up our tutorial on assembling your miniatures. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more Warhammer related content coming up on the channel. Until next time, happy building and enjoy your hobby. It's Craig from D6 Tabletop. Thank you very much.